Hello, all my merrymakers. I am Becca, and welcome to a little bit of a Herschner's yarn haul. That came out weird. Herschner's yarn haul. Whew. I look like this because I've been spending all day today taking apart beds so that we can move them. And it's actually quite warm today, which is kind of ridiculous since it snowed just last week. But I think right now it's like 70-something degrees outside. Anyway, little bit of yarn haul. I told you about buying some of the Soho sushi. And let me show you what I got. I got 2 of the packs. Like the color packs. Yeah. So the two, so one is called Bold and one is called Pink Petals. So this is Pink Petals, and what looks a little like a light purple is actually a very light pink. So let's see if I can read what colorways these are. So you've got the light pink, which is Cotton Candy, the dark pink, which is Hot Hibiscus. I cannot read the one that looks white to me, or the one that looks cream, and the one that looks like a bright Barbie pink I cannot see. Alright. Well, that's not fair, so we're gonna open it. Sorry for crinkles. That wasn't too bad. I've had worse. Alright, so let's start with the white, which is called Polar Bear. And then you've got the cream color, which is called Cream Puff. And then this one is called Peony Pop. Now I am actually going to take out the Cream Puff and replace it with this single I bought, which is called Lilac. And this is going to make a, I think I talked about how my daughter's hexagon square cardigan that I made for her last year does still fit her, but only just. And I felt like it wasn't really warm because I made it the classic way with all the holes and double crochet versus and it's with acrylic yarn versus this is very fuzzy, very warm polyester yarn, and I'm gonna make it a closed hexagon, which is why I feel like I need 5 skeins of yarn, because each skein of yarn is 131 yards. So, and she's in now a size medium, aka a size 8-10 when it comes to young children. The other color pack I got, it was called Bold. And this one I bought for me. And we all know why I bought it for me, because it's basically rainbow. So, see, we're going to encounter the same problem of not being able to read all the colorways. So, but I don't want to open this one yet. But we've got red, a yellowish gold, a nice cyan blue, a nice Kelly green, and a nice grapey purple. And then on top of that, I ordered the orange, and this is where stealing the pink, or I ordered another hot hibiscus, and then the cream from the other one. So you can kind of see I'm kind of going with not quite a classic rainbow, because it's going to be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white. But more of like a rainbow with clouds. So each yarn pack cost me about $14, $14.99, and then each individual cost me $3.99. So plus shipping and handling, all in all $60, which is a little expensive, but you know, I'm gonna get 2 handmade sweaters in her favorite colors and in my favorite colors. And we're gonna be both nice and toasty warm when the weather turns again. I don't think I talked about stats, so let me go ahead and grab this one. So the Swishy Soho is a yarn that I think is unique to Herschner's. It is, I think I already said it's 100% polyester. It is considered a bulky number 5. Each one of these bad boys is 131 yards or 120 meters, made in Turkey. If you're knitting, it suggests a 6mm or size US 10s. If you're crocheting, it says 4.5mm or size 7. I would not touch this with a 4mm. It's way too thick. And if you know anything about polyester, if you tug on it too tight, it just snaps. I would not go any lower than a 5.5. I was actually thinking of using my 6mm crochet hook with this. So, and yes, both hexagon cardigans. I actually might do something similar to what Mama G Gear did, which is a granny square and then just go across the top for the neck and the arms and make it more of a pullover. Because at least for mine, because when it comes to sweaters, I prefer a pullover. Like, a cardigan is for very specific weather. It's for that weather that's in between, like the weather it is today. Like, starts off in the 50s, but then ends up in the 70s, and at one point during the day, you take off that lightweight cardigan. To me, that's what cardigans are for. Whereas a nice, fluffy polyester sweater, to me, that screams pullover. Although, doing a front and back granny square, especially for me, in the same colors, is going to be hard. I might have to think about that. Yeah, I'm going to have to think about that. I'll have that percolating in my brain. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little mini haul. If you did, make sure you give it a like, especially if you're a subscriber. That way the evil YouTube overlords don't unsubscribe you from my channel against your will. Feel free to comment down below. It helps my analytics. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I have a lot of yarning content, and if that's your jibe, make sure you hit subscribe. Plus, you would do well to hit that notification bell. If you really want to help this channel grow, share this video with everyone you know. And in the meantime, make what makes you merry. Ciao.